Funny thing, I was sitting in the bathroom and I was thinking to myself, girls when they're younger, all they think about are the details of their wedding, like the flowers and the lights and the dresses and stuff when they're younger. And you know what? People say boys don't really think about anything for their weddings, but actually, boys think about their best man's speeches. Ever since a young age, boys will think, what kind of stuff do I want to say when I'm up there? So this is me trying to do that. My story with the Bartels started on the South Lake Middle School football fields, where I was quite often the team captain for our flag football teams, and I would pick Zach. And Zach would think I'd pick him because there were some innate qualities that were deep down that most people couldn't see, and it required somebody like me with a good eye to recognize those innate qualities. Qualities that could help you lead to live a successful life like the life that Zach has lived thus far. And I'd like to say that's true, but in reality, I picked Zach because he ties flags. And it's really hard to pull flags when they're tied. So in my mind, I'd much rather have the guy who ties his flags on my team than on the other team. So after middle school, our friendship continued into high school, where we played actual football for Woodbridge. We spent a lot of the time on the field together, duking it out with other high schools, battling and really sweating it out. We also were in the weight room a lot, trying to grow, get stronger. That's a very integral part, obviously, of Zach's lives. I know it's probably hard to determine who probably enjoyed the weight room more between Zach and myself, but I do ask that you please keep your answers to yourselves. After high school, we were maturing, we were growing, we went to college together, but not together, but we both went off to college, and the times that we got to spend together were fewer and far in between. You would think that a friendship would recess because of that, but in reality, we actually grew stronger because that's when we got to mature and realized that we both did not want to live a life of mediocrity, and we would push each other, and we would encourage each other through the obstacles in both of our respective businesses and industries. And being able to have someone to do that with truly makes me the man I am today, and I hope the man you are today. So I thank you for that. But one of the themes that's constant throughout my timeline with Zach is that he's always wanted the best, and it's why he is the man he is today. He always strives, and it's almost unattainable in a lot of the things that he's trying to get the best in. Until the day he met Cameron. That was the first time Zach truly obtained the best. And for all of you that were at the rehearsal dinner last night, I'm sure you heard many great qualities about Cameron. I would love to share a couple of the ones that I truly love. Cameron, you cultivate a community like no one else. And it's completely evident in your relationship with your family, your relationship with your friends, and what you've done to cultivate the community in Zach's life, with his friends, with his family, with whatever hobby he likes to pick up every other week. She'll make friends with whoever else is doing it. On top of that, Cameron, your ability to just love and your depth, your emotional depth, is beyond speaking. And that is qualities that are very important in a relationship. Lastly, Cameron, you are quite the achiever. Obviously, everyone talks about how much Zach has achieved in his life, but you have quite the impressive resume yourself. Whenever you come up against an obstacle, I've seen you overcome it, both emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the things that require you to continue to grow as a person. Now, with that being said, you guys are both pretty high achievers. When you guys set your minds to something, you more than often get it done. And that's super impressive, and I'm really proud of you guys for being able to do that. But the reason that I'm actually the proudest about your guys' relationship is you can do that, but you could still enjoy life. That's the important part, being able to balance both achieving in life, but also stopping, smelling the roses, and enjoying it. So you guys are doing a phenomenal job with that. Please keep that up. Make sure there's a healthy balance. So I'm nearing the end of my speech. I'm probably way over my time. But every good speech has a point. So I guess it's time for me to try to tell you guys that point. Zach and I love motivational speeches, to the point where we actually send each other YouTube videos of motivational speeches. And one of the speeches that we both love is the Matthew McConaughey speech, after he had just won the Academy Award for one of the movies back in 2012, I think it was. And when he won the award, he went up and he said his thank yous. He thanked God. He thanked his family. He then thanked, everyone that helped out with the movie. And he thanked the Academy, obviously. And then with the time that he had left, he basically said, when I was younger, someone once asked me, who's your hero? And he said his hero was him. And everyone was like, okay, well, what does that mean? How could your hero be you? And he said, well, my hero is me in 5 years. Because in 5 years, that is somebody that's attainable. Someone who's better, wiser, stronger, smarter, more loving. That's the hero that Matthew McConaughey wanted to become. So then the person's like, great, okay, it's been 5 years. Who's your hero after that? Matthew McConaughey said, okay, it's me in another 5 years. And it just continues to grow. You continue to become a better person. Zach, marrying Cameron today has made you the hero you set out to become 5 years ago. Today, you get to forge the hero you want to become in the next 5 years. And that hero will protect, provide, cultivate, and make a loving family with Cameron. I know you're up for the task. I know you're going to do a great job. I love you guys so much. Let's raise a glass to the Bartels. Thank you, everyone.
God damn it. You motherfucker. Let's give it up for freaking John, man. Jesus Christ.